Well, hello, and welcome back. Yes, we are back. Happy Monday. I hope you all had a wonderful day. I am one star director Tanya Evans, the hostess, always doing the mostest. And if you are streaming live on Facebook, go ahead, click like and click share. I'm going to be doing the same. If you are streaming from YouTube, make sure you click like, click share, and subscribe. And if you are streaming from Instagram, welcome. Make sure you click like and subscribe and share and all that good stuff. I am so happy. We calling all ambassadors. Why are you not betting on yourself? If you are not in this business, if you are not betting on yourself, if you're not doing things to change you are in trouble and you're going to be full of regrets. So we're going to be talking about this thing tonight. And let me tell you, I seen some of my partners shout out to everybody that's traveling to Dubai right now. I seen Willie Ann out there, and I'm telling you, they are going to have a ball. But guess what? They there for 7 days for $1. So I know they gonna have a good old time because I know I had me a real good time for the 6 days, 7 nights, well 5 nights, breakfast included, two people, $49, and so many. Man, they probably gonna do some dinner in the sky like I did, because that's how you get to know how you get to go when you go to these different places, some things to do. And we got so much that in our fingertips. It just don't make no sense. So if you are just chiming in, we are calling all ambassadors. We want to know, why are you not betting on you? I've been in this company, in this business, part of this family, because this is so much more than just travel for me. So I've been a part of this family of travelers, like-minded individuals for the last 4 years. I've taken 57. Dubai was my 57th vacation. I got two more already lined up. Just booked my cruise for 2025. I'm like, listen, I'm living. I'm living what everybody else is doing, what they doing. I am living with and seeing this life, this world that God created. So without further ado, I want to introduce to you this man of God, this my pastor. Shout out to my J Howe family. I love y'all. See y'all soon. But man, I remember when I first met this man of God, and he was introduced me to this company. He introduced me to this company, and I was like, hmm, are you one of them lying pastors? And man, we have taken trips together. We have been on cruises, him and his beautiful wife, Lady K. I love you, Queen. But man, it's just been a joy knowing this man of God. And I'm going to introduce to you right now. He's a 3-star director in this company. He and his wife, Lady K, they've been on plenty of trips, multiple trips. And let me tell you, they travel agents. They've been travel agents for almost 10 years now. So look, they not new to this. They true to this. I just love them like he like my brother from another mother. I'm going to introduce to you, hey, Carol Caspar, Queen out of Parma, Ohio, my hometown. And I'm about to bring him on. Pastor Mel Keys. Hi. Hi, good
What's
sir.
going on, my beautiful baby sister? I love you.
How
I
are
love
you
you.
today?
Yeah. I sure appreciate you and all that you do and all that you are. More importantly, shining star. That's who you are. You understand? Yeah. I never could do that. Mine be like a
You look like
aura.
you
Yeah.
look like you look like you about to eat
My,
on a lamb
my
chop.
heart beat a fall. I never could get that right. See, you understand? But I sure appreciate you. Listen, I got a little teaching I want to do, but I don't want you to go too far away. And I'm gonna bring you right back. And we certainly want to
All
say good
right.
evening to everyone. Lottie Dottie and everybody. We got, oh my God, we got Carol Caspar is in the house already. We got Minister April Green Johnson in the house already. She's been acting up all day long. We got Coach Nikki is in the house already. Let it shine, let it shine. I understand it's gonna be shining real bright on the mall, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know if I'm right about it. Let me know if I'm right about it. Man, I'm so jacked out of my mind with excitement and enthusiasm and energy and everything else that God has just blessed the brother. As I said, this is just winning season. And we're calling all ambassadors tonight. Make no mistake about it. You got to know who you are. We're calling all ambassadors. So if that's you, you better have a clue and get in place. Come on. You know what to do. Get in place, get in position, calling all ambassadors. If you say that's who you are, amen, you need to be listening to this because it's going to elevate you. It ain't going to take nothing away from you, but I promise you it's going to add a whole lot of value back to you and everyone connected with you. Shut your mouth. Yo, 38th birthday. What you say? That's what I'm talking about. Y'all give Queen Nikki some love the eve of her 38th birthday. Amen. Nisi, I see you there. God bless you, sweetheart. I'm so glad that you're here. Listen, we're going to have a little candid conversation again, calling all ambassadors. We got to make it make sense. Say it again. We got to make it make sense because it's winter season and some of us are still stuck. Some of us are still halt between two decisions. Come on. Some of us are still stuck in the middle between life and death. Some of us are still, man, I don't know. We haven't made up our minds. Maybe we got our theology right, but our psychology is wrong. And let me tell you, when your psychology is wrong, how strong can your theology be? They need to go together. They need to run and move in the same direction. Come on, pair them things together. Somebody put it in the comments. Pair them things together. We got our heart in the right place, but our mind is not in the game. And some of us, man, we called to win and win big, and we're ashamed of it. We're afraid of it. You know, we don't really like to talk about it. We think it's doing too much. Man, folk out here need some help. Folk out here need a rescue line. And you can't rescue nobody when you need to be rescued yourself. That's a mic drop. Say it again. You can't rescue nobody when you need to be rescued yourself. Have you ever seen a drowning victim save another drowning victim? Have you ever seen somebody choking? Help somebody else, give the Heimlich to somebody else that was choking? It don't work. I mean, you can have good intentions. I mean, you can have some I wish I woulda, coulda, shoulda, but that's not gonna do it. And we're trying to get some folk in a position. We're trying to get you up high up on the hill and the mountain. Gregory, it's good to see you, man. Anthony, it's good to see you. God bless you. We're trying to get you high up on the hill and on the mountain so that you can have that view, so that you can see what's really going on. I need to talk to some sons and daughters of Issachar that know and can discern what time it is and know that something got to change. And let me tell you what I know. Nothing changes until the person in the mirror changes. You could change your socks. Excuse my French. You could change your clothes. Come on here. You should. You could change. Listen, you could change spouses, houses. You could change jobs, churches. Come on here. You could change banks. You could change whatever. But until the person in the mirror changes, you know what I found out? Everything, not some things, everything remains the same. You know why I know that? Because wherever you go, there you is. I've not been able to escape myself. Man, even when you go on vacation, and I believe in me, so we're going to talk about that. Well, I believe in me some vacations. I work hard, y'all. Look, it's for my sanity. It's for my mental well-being. And for all of those around me that every now and again I get away. Amen. Jesus got away. And I'm surely no greater or not even the equivalent of his level. So if he took some time to get away, why would I think that I don't need to do so? Come on, Deacon Larry. I see you there. So let's talk about this thing. We're going to talk about it. Calling all ambassadors. I need to give y'all a few more minutes. Because if you are an ambassador and you're watching this, you should already be reached out to about 40 to 100 more people and tell them they need to be in place. Challenge them. Push them. You're a coach, push them. Coaches don't make you comfortable. Coaches get you out of your comfort zone. I ain't here to make nobody comfortable. I'm here to help somebody get to where they need to get because God says it's theirs. Come on, we're crossing over to the other side. We're already in the 5th month, Lord said Sand Creek don't rise, crossing over into the 6th month, y'all. Listen, that means we'll be halfway there. We're in a position where we're going to be having halftime. And we need to have a halftime conversation before we get there, because your new year can start right now. Maybe you messed up. Maybe after you said Happy New Year and made that resolution and lied to yourself and everybody else, maybe you now see the light that something got to change. And that something is you. So let's talk about it, Ambassador. Come on, preacher. I don't care how big your pulpit is, how big your ministry is, how many people follow you and carry your Bible. That don't mean a hill of beans. Come on, Ambassador. It's not about where you are, but who are you helping to get there, and how are you going to do it? What's your plan? What's your strategy? Dr. Renee, I see you there. Good to see you, darling. Tell everybody we said hello on this side. We got to push some people. It's time to push, y'all. It's time to put your back in it. It's time to stop playing, stop making excuses, stop backing down, stop being scared, and everything else in between. It's time to stop lying to ourselves. Talking about you a bishop and a pope and a this and a that, and ain't helping nobody. Come on. And it ain't about no shout. Come on here. It ain't about a whole bunch of emotions. It's about who are you really practically helping. And you say, well, you helping them on their way to heaven. You get them into heaven. But what about before they get there? They got to struggle the whole life through until they get to heaven. You can't help them while they're here. We got to say something about that. That ain't no help. It ought to be help on both sides. These worlds are connected. There's a bridge. Before we get there, we're here. Come on, Ambassador. Calling all ambassadors. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Let me tell you, here's the conversation. Here's what I put out there. That's right, Dr. Renee. Push. Somebody put that in the comments. Push. You know how to do it. Push. Come on, say it again. Push. I know you're putting some energy, and you're sweating and some effort, and now you're tired. Come on here. You sleep better when you put your back in it. You sleep better after you done exerted some energy, right? We too comfortable. Come on now. Why are you not betting on you? That's the conversation tonight. And we're going to move quick because I got a faith leaders call to get on. And I want to make sure that everybody under the sound of as the preacher would say, under the sound of my weak voice, I want to make sure that everybody can get on that faith leaders call. I don't even know who teaching tonight. And I know Coach D will probably be doing a presentation. She might do both. I don't know. I don't know who's doing it. Hope I ain't missing no text. But anyway, the thing of it is, we want to get on that at 7 o'clock. That's about 40 minutes. I'll be long gone before then. But why are you not betting on you? Why? That's the conversation. Why? Let's have pull up a chair. Come on. Pull up a chair. Let's talk about what we need to talk about. I'm not going to scold you. You don't need a scolding, but you need a real deal, Holyfield conversation. Man, sometimes we got folk around us, they so impressed with this, that, or the other, they won't tell us the truth. You need some folk that ain't impressed. That's going to tell you the truth. That's going to be real with you. Come on, if you go into a doctor and you struggling with something that might be cancerous, man, you don't want no prescription for no cough syrup. Talking about just take this and get back with me in a week. No, you're going to need something. You're going to need something a little bit stronger than that. And sometimes we need some strong conversations just like this one. Dr. Hendricks, love you, darling. Thank you for chiming in. Tell Pastor I said hello. Why are you not betting on you? Man, we bet on all kinds of stuff. We bet on, I'm not much in the sports like most, but we bet on sports. Come on here. We bet on all the teams. We got them all figured out from, this league to that one. And, we got teams for the winter, spring, summer, and fall. Then we get mad and frustrated when it's downtime because we ain't got nobody to bet on. Could I tell you, you missed the most important person to bet on? Why are you not betting on you? Why do you know all the stats on every other champion out there, every other hero out there, every other shero out there, everybody either dunking the ball or running across the field and scoring touchdowns, or they got the puck and and they scoring. Why you know all their stats and you don't know yours? I'm gonna say it again. Why do you know all their stats and not know yours? And why are you so entertained watching them, not understanding that there are some folk watching you? And not only are they watching you, but they're depending on you. They're counting on you. They're following after you. And the question is, where are you taking them? If they did just what you did, where are you taking them? Why are you not betting on you? Can you not see the worthiness of the investment? Do you not agree that you are fearfully and wonderfully made? Do you not agree that God has called you to be an ambassador for those who are downtrodden, for those who don't have voices, for those who have been oppressed, abused, neglected, discarded? Can you not champion someone besides a sports team? Nothing wrong with sports. I ain't getting into that. But the thing is, y'all, why are you not championing something greater than entertainment? What is it, BET, Black Entertainment Television? Sometimes we put more investment, more energy, more time, more effort in entertainment, y'all, than real life. Somebody put this in the comments. This is real life. Come on, this is real life, y'all. We got, I remember y'all, Mama said it, One Life to Live. I never watched it, but I know she did. One Life to, I think that was the name of it. You ain't got but one. You're going to leave this one and go on to the next one. But before we do, you only got one on this side. And yes, we need entertainment. Yes, I believe in the funnies and the ha-ha and the hee-hee and all those wonderful magic moments that take the load off, take the stress off, make you feel good and all that. But every now and again, you got to understand it's time to grind, y'all. It's time to grind. It's time to get it in. It's time. Come on here. We got to get to the top of the hill. You got to push, and you got to make sure that if nobody else does, your bet got to be on you. Are you willing to make an investment in you? Come on. If nobody else do it, yes, T, it's real life. Are you willing to make the investment in you? Forget everybody else. Forget the company. You the company. Come on. You're the company. You're the CEO of you. and that's where it starts. And to be honest with you, that's where it ends. Because nobody else can take you to a place where you don't want to go and you haven't made up your mind and you haven't decided for yourself. Why are you not betting on you? Why are you backing down? Why are you making excuses? Why are you using prayer as the reason not to do what God already called you to do? Talking about you going to pray. Man, stop playing. I'm going to say it again. Stop playing. I don't know who you praying to. You should have already been prayed up. When God, listen, when you prayed the first time, God heard you. Did you not believe he was going to answer? Why are you not betting on you? Well, there's a couple of answers, and I'm going to deal with these very quickly. And then we're going to get baby girl back in here to share some information with us. Number one, I believe that some of us are ambassadors on the inside. We don't realize it on the outside. Maybe we're like that. Who was that? Was that who was my man that was hiding? Oh man, I'm forgetting his name. I'm getting old, y'all. Y'all forgive me. Who was that hiding in the wine press? Gideon. Yeah, Gideon. Y'all remember Gideon, don't you? I mean, he had low self-esteem, y'all. He was struggling with himself. I mean, even when you really look at the paradigm, the characteristics of many of biblical, even Moses, y'all, mighty man of God, man, who was like Moses. But when you look at his beginning, you understand that he had a process to get to his end. And sometimes we look at folk where they are at the moment and we think they've always been there. No, there's a beginning to that thing. And the beginning is here, y'all. Here's your Genesis. You got to know who you are. Come on, Adam. Come on, Eve. You got to know who you are. And there's some folk maybe that you allowed to get in your ear. Satan was in them to get into you, to ask you, do you really think this is what is going on? Do you really think that maybe God is kind of holding something back? Do you really, maybe, if you just look at it, man, listen, get them out your ear. Because you got to know who you are. And if you don't know who you are, other folk will come to you with their ideas, their feedback, their suggestions. You don't need nothing from the peanut gallery right now. They got their own problems over there. You got to know who you are, regardless of what other folks say. Sometimes you just got to have a little talk with Jesus. Don't tell him about your trouble because he already knows. Say, God, who am I? Why am I here? What's my assignment? What's the authority that you have for me? Who am I the champion? Whose cause should I fight for? He's put you here for a reason, and he's put you here for a season. And we got to work while it's day, because night comes and we ain't going to be able to do a thing. Listen, you got to know who you are. And when you don't know who you are, of course, you're not going to bet on you. But if you really know who you are, preacher, I'm talking to somebody. You come on here. You ought to show some signs. If somebody come across your desk with this opportunity that we talking about, you ought not go into no 6 month nothing. Come on here. Not even a 6. It don't listen. 6 minutes you're on. You don't need but 6 minutes to make a decision like this. It's already been vetted. It's already been verified. It's already been fact checked. Come on, we got too many testimonies. Let every word be established in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. I give you about 2,000 of them. All credible witnesses. If you got 2,000 credible witnesses, they all saying the same thing. Come on here. What you going to do with that? But you got to know who you are. Number 2, comfort zone. This is why some folk won't bet on themselves, because they're in the comfort zone. Could I be honest with you? I was there for a good while. And I could stay there, to be honest with you. Somewhat comfortable. But then I realized that it ain't about me. And the more you realize that even though you may be somewhat comfortable at that time and that season, things change. Come on, things change. And just because you're comfortable today, you don't know what storm is going to come tomorrow. Wipe out all the comfort that you thought you had, and you are no longer comfortable. You're very uncomfortable. Not only that, but just because you're comfortable, what about all the other folk? Just because you're on the ship crossing over and getting out the storm, or, you on a plane going to the island and everybody's, with you. What about all the other folk that's drowning, that's hurting? Come on, that's hemorrhaging, that's shedding blood and dying. Come on, there's some folk out there in misery. And are you only concerned about yourself? That's very selfish. Lorraine, we see you, dear. God bless you, darling. And we got to get out of this space. We got to get out of this place where the only one we care about is me, myself, and mine. My spouse, my kids, come on, man. There's more to it than that. That's selfish. Even ungodly people care about their own. Did you hear me? Even ungodly people that don't even have God at all in their lives, care about their own. Ain't nothing extra about just caring for your own. What about some other folk? We ought to have something in us that compels us to go the extra mile, to care about more than just us. And maybe we're not betting on ourselves. Why are you not betting on you? Maybe you're in that comfort zone, but I want to call you out. I want to make you uncomfortable with this. I want to say you're a very selfish person if all you care about is you. You're a very selfish person if your 9 to 5, your hourly wage, your salary takes care of you, and you fund this little charity over here, you do a little bit over here, you do a little bit over there. There's more that you can do. I'm gonna say it again. There's more that you can do. There's more in you. And if you don't even desire it, come on here. You say, well, the God, I know he told me to be content and all. Well, that ain't what he's talking about. He ain't talking about being content and not helping other folk. That's for sure. Don't use that one. You ought to help as many people. You ought to want to be in a position to help as many people as possible. Man, have you seen groceries lately? The price? There's some folk that ain't eating like they used to eat. Have you seen the price of medication lately? There's some folk that literally are not taking all the medication they need to take because they can't afford it. And you talking about you comfortable. You ain't got to go out of the country to see this. It's all around us. There's some folk that can't get to the next level because it takes all of their energy and all their effort just to handle where they are. And you content with being comfortable for yourself? Keep that. And I can't be around you because that's contagious. That's a bad spirit. That's selfish. Some of us, listen, why are you not betting on you? Number one, many people don't know who they are. Number two, they're in the comfort zone. But number three, maybe, Sonia, I see you there. God bless you, darling. Mr. April, I see you there. God bless you. Ella, I see you there. God bless you. Maybe you've had a lack of support. Let me just brag on some folk. Let me brag on my big sis and mentor and friend, Coach Deborah Taylor. Let me brag on Coach Cynthia Sly. Let me brag on these women of God and a whole team of others whole team of others. Listen, y'all, we believe in help. We believe in support. You're not going to be without no support around here. Let me tell you, we're not going to leave you by yourself. We make an investment of our valuable time. And let me tell you, my time is extremely valuable. And I hope you understand that yours should be too. We make an investment of our time because we want to see other people win and other people successful. And the more success that they can be and have for themselves, the more success we will have for ourselves. Our whole role, our whole goal, our whole vision is to help share the success. You ain't gonna have no lack of support. That was something else that you didn't have support in. Don't confuse the two. That was your old whatever, something you did before in the past. But in this right here, if you show up, if you're coachable, if you open the door for business, you're gonna get all the support you need. All you got to do is show up. All you got to do is be with. Now, don't come up with this willy-nilly bunch of excuses. What did my sis say? Minister Renee, she's with the Lord. She would say excuses ain't nothing but creative lies. Some folk can get more creative than others. Listen, one excuse is as good as another. They all going to do the same thing. It's going to keep you stagnated in the same spot. But how many of y'all are seriously sick and tired of being in the same spot? See, here's what, man, I remember when I was in the military back in the day, and they was going to throw me out of there because I had a bad attitude when I got in there, and I was just crazy. And I had to get myself, I had to have a come to Jesus meeting. I had too much Brooklyn in me at the time. It's almost gone. It ain't all the way gone, but it's almost gone now, I'll tell you. And here's what happened. My commander, my first sergeant, they said, you know what? If you go back, Keys, let me tell you, you're gonna hang out with all those that you're thinking about and wanting to be around, and you won't have to look for them. You won't have to search for where to find them, because I promise you, this is what they said, they're gonna be in the same spot. And I said, you know what? I said, you know what, First Sergeant? I was 17, y'all. I said, you know what, First Sergeant? You're right. I changed my mind. I don't want to go back. Come on, y'all, let me stay in this thing. And I thank God. Listen, y'all. There are some folk. It's May the 13th, 2024. Lord said the same. Creek don't rise. May 13th, 2025. That's next year. Full 365 days from now. They will be in the exact same spot that they are in today. They've gotten a year older, but they've not gotten a year better. They've gotten a year older, but they've not gotten a year wiser. What are you going to do about that situation? And is your job really your strategy to change and to level up and to upgrade the quality of your living? Is that where you really think it's going to happen at? Or maybe it's, well, I invest. I make investments. I buy lottery tickets. Come on now. Let's really talk about this thing. The chances of that. You understand? So you need to get with something that's winning, y'all. And we're going to talk about this winning in a minute. And you'll win with the right attitude, and you'll win with the right circle of influence. You'll win with the right support. You'll win with the right coaches. Now, I'm telling you, I got some coaches that are off the chain. Now, let me tell you something. I've paid tens of thousands. Pastor Yvonne, it's good to see you. Thank you for chiming in. Pastor James, thank you for chiming in. I've literally paid tens of thousands of dollars for personal development coaching on numerous occasions. As far as regular school, Lord have mercy. Well over 100, I know. Well over 100. So I'm not one that I don't believe in coaching, education. I've made ample investments in that, and I continue to do so. And I'm trying to tell you that the coaching, the mentorship that I get in this circle of influence is on par with that which I paid $10,000s and even hundreds of thousands of dollars for. And listen, y'all, it's making us all win. And if I were you, I would rethink it. If I were you, I would not try to pretend to be so spiritual. If I were you, I would not try to act like I'm already there yet. I'm telling you, why do we not make the investment and bet on ourselves? Number one, many of us, we don't know who we are. We just act like we do. Number two, we're in our comfort zone. Number three, we've had a lack of support, but you're not going to have that here. Number four, sometimes it's the skill set. Could I tell you real quick? Skill set is the least of your problems. There are some things I'm skilled at, some things I'm not, but I'm connected to those who have it. We have people who are very good at certain things, but horrible at others. And you got to be able to lean on the right people. And that's one of the powerful shifts that I think a lot of people need to learn to make. That you're not just depending on what you can do, and you're no longer just depending upon what you bring to the table anymore. Until you get in a circle of like-minded individuals who really want the same thing together, winning together, growing up together, going up together, you're going to be limited. Because there are certain levels you can only get to on your own. If you're on your own, you're only going to go so far. You need a community of champions. You need a community of ambassadors. You need a community of entrepreneurs where iron will really sharpen iron and everybody gets better together. They say rising tides lift all boats. We're seeing it happen over and over again. Let me give you these last two. Many of us, we're not making the investment. We're not betting on ourselves. Why? Because of a fear of failure. That's real talk, y'all. But you can go all the way back to your elementary years, to your toddler years. You had to fall. But what did you do every time you fell? You got back up. I hope that's what you did. I hope you ain't still stumbling around here like that. You learned to walk, and then surely you learned to run and ride a bicycle. I hope y'all know how, right? And all that stuff. And once you learn, right? You got it now. But there was failure in the process. That's life. Some of us look at failure as being final. No, failure is a new beginning. Failure is a lesson to be activated upon so that you can know what not to do the next time in the same particular way. And just because you failed in season one, come on, if you got the lessons from season one, I remember when I failed my doggone calculus class. I didn't want to take that thing no way. I probably failed it because my mind won't right in my head. Shoot, I didn't want to take no doggone calculus. I hated it. I didn't even like division and fractions, really, to be honest with you. Them jokers gonna tell me I need to take some calculus. I just made it through algebra. Come on here. Barely made it through geometry, right? And them, man, you see what I'm saying? I failed that thing. And I tried to get out of it, but they wouldn't let me. Lisa, they wouldn't let me out of it. They told me I had to take it if I was going to graduate. I don't know what I was going to do. So I manned up, stayed up 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, did what I had to do. By the time I got out there, I think I got a B minus or something like that, either B or B minus. Look, that was like an A plus to me. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to fail sometime. But that's how you win. And we winning over here. Many of us have so many failures behind us. But man, we ain't tripping on that. And stop telling us, well, this sounds like something like I used to, my mama did. Man, this ain't that. Put this in the comments. This ain't that. That was, come on, something completely different. And don't bring that mindset because you already done failed with the mindset. It's completely different. And we want to make sure that you're not making a bet on yourself because of a past fear of failure. And then lastly, some of us have a fear of success. That's real talk, y'all. There are times I've wondered if that was me at different times. I remember when, certain back in the day schools and stuff, you get out early. Certain schools will get out earlier than others, or maybe you were in a program. I was in a few programs, and, the way it worked, our week or our year was shorter than others. And some of my homeboys that I wanted to hang with and do some stuff with, and because I was out early and they were still coming out late, you by yourself. And, you want to hang and do this, that, and that. I'm talking my way back, y'all. And you can't really do what you wanted to do when your boys, come on here, they not out. So it is you just enjoying your loneliness and stuff like that when you young teenager. You don't understand how to process that, right? And it wasn't the same until they got out. If summer was out for you in June, but it wasn't out to them in July, you was like, dang, you want to ride your skateboard? Come on here. You want to get on a bicycle and go uptown. You want to get on the A train and go to Jersey or whatever you wanted to do. Go to the beach, but you weren't going to do it by yourself, right? Not no teenager, So what I'm saying, y'all, sometimes we have a fear of success because we feel as if we get successful, we're gonna have to leave some folk. And everybody can't go with us. But could I tell you, the ones that's gonna be ready. And the ones that ain't. You can come back and get them. You can do what you need to do. But let me tell you this: you better get on the boat while the boat is ready to move. Because if you miss the boat because of other folk, man, let me tell you what, you're not an ambassador at all. You got to win at all costs because let me tell you, there are people that are depending on you to win. So listen, y'all, I'm out of time, but I want to bring Baby Girl in here to talk about this thing and wrap it up in terms of how this worldwide travel club operating in four different headquarters, 65 plus nations, totally debt-free company, are coming into our 12th year of existence, debt-free from day one, paid out tens of millions of dollars in commissions to everyday ordinary people, how is literally changing lives every single moment of the day. Baby girl, would you wrap it up for us and just talk about this travel club? Take about 5 to 10 minutes to tell us what we need to have. Take about 5 minutes to tell us what we need to have and direct the people to what we need to do. Give them some action steps they need to take. Questions, whatever questions, do what you do, and I'll get ready for our next assignment.
Well. Drop the mic. Pastor Mel, he always be dropping them nuggets. He was calling for the ambassador. So if you don't understand what an ambassador is, then this was not for you. But if you are called to be an ambassador, look, that was just a call to action right there. What you need to do next is jump on this Zoom. The ID is 851-8208. 4922. I'm gonna put it in the chat. I say again, it's 851-8208. 4922. And you're gonna have to get back to the person that invited you or shared this on their wall so they can get you that password. But I'm telling you, you got to get in position. You got to get in position. And you got to be ready to work. It's easy work though. You're already doing it. What we call work is you already doing it. You're already posting unnecessary stuff because you don't know who you are. That was one of the things. That's why you're not betting on yourself. You're stuck in your comfort zone. You're scared what the world gonna do to you. Let me tell you something. If something gonna happen, it's gonna happen anyway. That you're gonna have to come back for another time for that story. Hey, lack of support. If you come in and join us and lock arms with us, you will be in business for yourself, but you will definitely not be by yourself. And the skill set. Hey, when I came in here 4 years ago, I ain't have a clue about what network marketing was, traveling, all this. All I knew is I was ready to go. And 57 vacations later, okay. Fear of failure. That was number 5. Hey, fear is the false evidence appearing real. Well, before I went to Dubai, all them folks was inboxing me, showing me pictures of flood. Dubai was flooding. When I got there, it was clear skies and blue skies and all that. It was lovely. And fear of success. Man, listen. Just because you are born in poverty, it does not mean you have to die in it. I'm gonna say that one more time. Just because you're born in it, a product of your environment, that don't mean you got to die in it. Become a product of your product. Like me, live your life. You only get one. We gonna see you at the beach, bank. Y'all need to be on this next call. We done said what we said. See y'all next time. Bye bye now.